Hello, it's me, it's Queen Oseteru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, so let's get started. Uh, a gentleman asked me if Aquarius are possessive and what can he do about it. All right, so let's get into it. Possessive is an adjective. It states it's like kind of like ownership, basically. It says here is demanding someone's total attention and time. The synonyms are overprotective, clingy, controlling, jealous, and dominating. The sentence says he was very possessive. He wanted me to spend every minute with him. Are Aquarius possessive? Gray and dark Aquarius are definitely possessive of people that they're serious about or they have a potential with. Anybody that they see as just fun right now, they're not going to be possessive about. A light Aquarius is typically not going to be possessive at all. And even if you have a light, dark, or gray, remember Aquarius are always busy. Every productive Aquarius I know is always busy. So we don't have a lot of time for being possessive. So this person might feel like they own you. Yeah, they might feel that way. But think about it, they're not even home that much. Like seriously, like they're not even there. So if they're demanding your total attention and love, you're really not giving them that much attention because they never home. You're giving them probably a lot of love. They're probably kind of spoiled. They probably are, acting like you belong to them. If they're gray or dark, that could get negative at times. If they're light, they're going to know that it's illogical and they're going to try to keep it in check even when it rears its ugly head. But yeah, that energy of ownership is going to be there because remember, I told you Aquarius really don't like sharing what's ours. We're very generous people, but we don't want to share what's ours. So if you're a person that we're serious about or somebody who we see a potential to get serious about one day, we're going to be very possessive of you. We are going to demand your total attention, your total time, your total love. You better not be seeing nobody else, and if you are seeing somebody else, we better not know about it, it's that kind of thing. So the Aquarius can be possessive in those ways. But like I said, a lot of times, to me, when you said, what can you do about it? Possession is something that's not very healthy. So if you're Aquarius or you're anything, you're Gemini, you're Cancer, you're Pisces, you're anything is possessive, that's something you guys want to work through. You really want to talk about it. You want to see why they feel that way. You want to move through that kind of energy as best you can. You want to try to make sure it's not insecurities. And then also remember, sometimes a person may appear to be possessive who's really not being possessive. For example, I had an ex who always was friends with her exes. And she would always tell me that it was nothing going on with her exes and they just friends. They don't have no romance. They don't feel nothing for each other. Nothing is going on at all. And tried to make it sound like I was just being possessive, basically. And I'm like, I'm not possessive. I'm intuitive, and I can feel it's some bullshit with that bullshit. And was I right? Yeah, I was right. It was some bullshit with it. The girl wanted her back, and I'm like, come on, seriously. And all this time you're telling me I'm just being possessive. So some of the times it's not that the Aquarius is being possessive, but they peeping the bullshit from back deep that you're trying to put down or the other person is trying to put down, and then people try to play it off as possessive. But sometimes it is going to be genuinely the Aquarius being possessive. And when you ask me how can you deal with it, the only thing you can do is talk about it and work your way through it. You see? This comes from usually insecurity, and if it's not an insecurity, it comes from feeling that something is off, something is wrong. So you need to work with your Aquarius to figure out why they're feeling this way, because in a lot of cases you probably can work this out. And like I said before, they're not home anyway, so it's not like you're giving them a lot of time. Aquarius is not a very time consuming creature. If you're with an Aquarius, you have to have your own interest, because an Aquarius is going to have things that they have to focus on from time to time, or they're going to need to be alone from time to time. So you're going to have something that you can, focus on that is meaningful to you. So during those times, you're not going to feel like they're as possessive as, say, like a Cancer. A Cancer is going to be clingy all the time. A clingy one of the ones that is possessive, one of the ones that is clingy, not to say that they all are, but if they're one of those types, they're going to try to possess you all the time. They're going to pop up all the time. They're going to call all the time. Even when they're busy, they're going to find a way to see what you're doing, And Aquarius might be gone all day, off saving the world. I mean, you're going to have a lot of time to yourself is the point. So even if your Aquarius is possessive, it's going to be mostly them feeling a sense of ownership is really what you're going to get. They're going to try to control and dominate. They may be jealous of your friends or your, relatives, something like that. Like I said, it depends on what their nature is. If they're a dark Aquarius, they could be a pain in the ass with this, because they might try to control you even though they're not there. Like, how you trying to control me from another country, dog? Your Aquarius might be in another country, another city, at the office, still trying to control you. If you have one that's light, that's not light, they might be trying to do that, A light Aquarius typically, like I said before, if they do feel these feelings, they know that they're not cool, and they try to check on themselves, It's the gray and the dark ones that you would have to work through this with, truly. And, like I said before, that's the kind of person that would have a problem with this. Anybody else would do okay with this. So yeah, that's what you do about your possessive Aquarius. You sit, you talk your way through it, you get to the bottom of what the problem is, and that's what you work on. That's what you attack. What is the problem? If the Aquarius is insecure, there's nothing you can do to make an insecure person secure. They have to just feel secure over time. And in a lot of cases, it just takes time of them getting to know you, of them being in the relationship. And then some people are insecure and will never be more secure because the insecurity is inside of themselves. They're not happy with themselves. So in that case, all you can do is encourage them to find a way to love themselves, to work on that inner self-love, that introspective kind of love. And that if that's the reason, that's going to be the hardest one. That's going to be the hardest one. If it's because of their own insecurities, that's going to be the hardest one, because you can't do anything about it. There's nothing you can change. All you can do is encourage and work with them through the process of self-love. You see, if it's not insecurity, if it's something else going on, you might be able to tweak it a lot easier than that one. That is definitely going to be the hardest one. And a lot of couples break up because of that. A lot of couples that have a problem with possession and it stems from truly insecurity and not shade, those kind of couples have a really hard time making it. So like I said before, you have to figure out with your Aquarius what is the root cause of the possessiveness. And if it's just, something that can be worked on, you guys can work on it. But if it's something that can't be changed, or they don't want to work on it, that's a relationship that's going to become smothering. And once a relationship becomes smothering, you don't want to be in the relationship no more. Because if this person is clingy, if they're controlling, they're arguing with you, who you talking to, they looking over your shoulder while you working on your phone, they trying to break into your phone, they're reading your emails. This person got you under surveillance. You know what I'm saying? They're watching who's talking to you. They're getting attitudes. If somebody speaks, they always think you're cheating. That's tiring. Like, really, like don't nobody got time for that. Like, that is so tiring. So that's why I said it's something that I would work on. And if I wasn't able to change it, I don't think I'll be able to stay in that kind of a relationship. Okay. So I hope that helps. That's your answer, and I hope that it helps you, okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you would like to send me a love donation, I will leave my PayPal. If you want a tarot or an oracle card reading, I will leave my email. Email me for an appointment. If you want to ask me a free general question, email me or drop it underneath this video and I'll answer your question. And I'm also on Facebook a lot. And I'm on Instagram like once a day. So if you want to hit me up on one of those, I'll leave that underneath here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comment section if you are a possessive Aquarius or if you've been with a possessive Aquarius and what kind of crazy stuff did your possessive Aquarius do. Okay? See you later.